Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sierra Renee, and today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of living in Vietnam. Now, originally I wanted to do living abroad because I spent 4 months in Thailand. I just left Thailand, and in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks it will be 2 months here in Vietnam. Okay. So I have my little iPad here because I know I get off topic and I just start talking. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and we're gonna go ahead and hop into it. So we're gonna start with the pros, okay? The good things about Vietnam. One pro about living in Vietnam is you don't need a car to get around. So I know back home in the US, we always had a car, we always had to pay insurance, a car note, all of that. If you're moving abroad, and you're in places like Vietnam, you do not need a car. Okay, that car payment that's $1,000, you don't need it. That car insurance is like $500, you don't need it. Over here, there is bike transportation, there are taxis, and every vehicle you hop in is very affordable. I haven't seen a train station like how I did in Thailand, but it could be in different parts. But um, in the area we're in, we just take the little taxis. They do have bicycles that everybody's riding bicycles. So if you wanted to take a bicycle, you can rent those as well. Um, and then you could take the bikes. I am a little bit scared because the lady was like, we can get you a cheap discount because everybody's riding the motorcycles. I'm a little bit scared because they do be having their little babies up front and stuff like that. And another thing I noticed is in the cars, you don't need a car seat over here. I know that is very weird. Car seats, they do not use them over here. They're not really like a law thing like back in the US. So that's very good because you don't have to carry around bulky things. I do have to carry around a stroller, so I do bring the little mini stroller I have, but that is another pro. You don't need the car seat. But she does stay buckled in, okay? Because we gotta make sure she's safe. Um, Another pro is childcare. I was just talking to my nanny yesterday that I think I'm gonna hire. She's really nice. I have to meet her still, but she has her birthday is the day before mine. So I know if she's a Sagittarius, she's a good person, just like me. But the nanny service, the childcare, it's very affordable. $2 and I think it was 78 cents an hour, y'all. That's crazy. So I really just want her to kind of be with me and my kids when I do certain things. So like maybe when I do a quick video or something like that, she can be playing with the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we at a park and I do a video at the park. She can play with the baby at the park. Her big sister can help out, something like that. Or when we go out to the beach, stuff like that. Just so you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I'm okay with leaving her alone with my kids yet. I don't know, but we'll get there. But yes, the nanny service is very affordable and cheap. $2 and some change is crazy. Back in the US when I had a nanny, I was paying 20 and up. Okay. Another thing is the food. The food is very affordable. Okay. You can walk down the street 3 seconds down the street, 3 minutes down the street, 10 minutes down the street, anywhere on your whole block. And there are people selling food out of their homes, little mini restaurants for $1.50 and under, $3 and under, which is very convenient. And they're not spicy. I know in Thailand when I was there, everything was spicy. But here they put all of your spices on the side. So you can choose if you want to add the spices in your food or not. So that is another pro. The food is very affordable. Okay, you can find fruits and vegetables very cheap here. And it's very crazy because back home in the US, food is very expensive. The healthy food is very expensive. Here, it's the opposite. The healthier food is cheaper than any other food. So that is another pro of being in Vietnam that I really love. Because if I want to eat healthy, I know I can get stuff and I can survive off of that. That's for really cheap. Another pro is housing, y'all. The housing. You can get places to stay, houses for $400, $500. Okay. Um, I'm in a two-bedroom homestay right now. We use the kitchen. We have a 15-minute drive to the beach. Really good area. It's gated. They have cameras everywhere. And I upgraded. So originally it was $340 a month, but it's $380, and that's with everything included. Okay, and daily housekeeping, fresh towels and stuff like that every day. Free waters are included, and you have a nice space. I have a really nice big space. I'll have to show you guys that in a future video. So the housing is very affordable. Now in October, I am working on my budget and things like that because I do want to get an actual apartment. But those are also cheaper as well. I can find some for 380, the same price that I'm paying here. I can actually get an actual apartment. But I want to kind of test out the waters and stuff so I can figure out like budgets and things like that, how I want to do my stuff, how I want to live. Because right now we're in a gated place and then it has cameras and it's very convenient to have someone, a housekeeper, and everything is convenient, right? The last pro before I get into the cons, the last pro, the beach. Okay, there's beaches everywhere. Okay, I love that about the Vietnam. I love that I can just go to the beach. That we went to the beach the other day. I took the girls to the beach the other day. It was very packed. Okay, I think we went to a busy beach because we did have some food out on the beach and stuff like that. But we got dinner for less than $20, y'all, on the beach. Like looking at the mountains, the beach, and everything, very affordable. Okay, the beach access. Okay, okay. So let's hop into the cons. Let's hop into the cons. I'm scared, y'all. Let's hop into the cons. The first con about Vietnam. Okay, the rats and the mice. Okay, I've never seen a rat until I got to Vietnam. Okay, back home, I would see mice here and there, but not a lot. Here, I just saw a mouse out there. We saw rats on the street. Um, you will see those kind of creatures here. So if you're scared, get prepared, baby, because I'm still trying to get used to it. Because when you're not accustomed to stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, um that is something you just got to get used to, but I be thinking like, I'm a little fairy, I'm just prancing around, and that's just what it is. And most of the houses are clean here, so I think it's just because they leave their doors open, and they're just running around in the street and everybody's just mingling, right? Number two, I haven't had any issues with this recently, but the mosquitoes. Like when you first get here, your first 3 weeks, you're gonna get bit up. But I think once they get accustomed to your skin and stuff like that, I don't know. Like the first 3 weeks, we're we just kept getting bit, like welches on us. After that, we have been good. Okay, that's how it was in Thailand too. Like we got bit up the first 2 weeks or whatever, and then after that, we haven't had any issues with mosquitoes. But when you first get here, that is one thing you're gonna have to worry about is mosquitoes. Okay. Um, Another con is the drivers. Okay, sometimes the drivers are just honking at the people on the bikes and stuff. And I'm like, it's not fair to them. Like, just slow down. Like, and they're going over. The other day, they went inside the other lane to cut in front of this person, and we were like head on with this other car, and then he heard me got up. I'm like, okay, this is cool when we don't got kids in the car. Excuse me, we don't got kids in the car, but we got kids in the car. Why are you driving like this? So sometimes that is another con is the drivers are a little bit in a rush, and it's like, what are we in a rush for? Can we calm down? Not every driver, but just some drivers I've noticed. Okay, they're in a rush and they honk a lot, so you'll notice that they're just like ba 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 ba, just getting over ba 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 ba. And another con is they don't have like the street lights and stuff like that here, so everybody's just like going with the traffic. They don't have like little walkways and stuff like that. In some areas they might, but most of them they don't. So you're just traffic is just going and everybody's just beep beeping. It's just really crazy. Okay, that's the con because it's like anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? But we're safe and protected. Okay. Um, um, the last con I could think of was the weather. Sometimes it's so hot that we will take a walk and get back. We're drenched in sweat. We shower 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And it's really hard because you got kids. You want to go out and spend time outside, and we have to go out during the evening or early in the mornings. And sometimes it's very hard because if it's just that damn hot, I'm sorry for my language. If it's just that hot, you're not going to want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to want to get out and do that. So, yeah, that is just the last con I have. Overall, Vietnam is very great. The people are very nice here. Stay tuned to my next video when I talk about um, is it safe for Black Americans here. I'm going to post a video about that. So give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel below. Leave a comment. Let me know how you doing out there, baby. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.